basically just getting my leg warmed up, getting the quads warmed up, make sure that I'm able to flex them as hard as I can before I start doing more complex exercises.
Called dead walks. So what we're trying to work on is concentric, eccentric movement of your erectors. So all we do in weightlifting is isometric holds, like clean, snatches, squats. We're holding an isometric position with our back. So we only get isometric training in the erectors. So we're trying to get used to eccentric, concentric of that low back and mid back, and trying to strengthen it with a different modality basically. And that's what we're working on. Seen a huge difference in my back pain since I started doing exercises similar to this.
Got my man Mike Zella doing some sumo deadlifts. Our friend Zach Greenwald from Asheville, North Carolina. Shout out to Zach. He's the one actually programming for him. What we're doing is working on muscular imbalance. He is coming back from some knee issues. So obviously with sumo deadlift, you're going to get a lot of glute activation, hamstring activation. Not as much, quads, but definitely glutes, ham. He's keeping a nice, awesome torso, vertical torso. Also, what you'll get with sumo deadlifts too is being able to get the hips through while maintaining that core, being super strong with that vertical spine. So that is why, that's why he's doing it. And I'm not the one programming for him. That is what the sumo deadlift is used for.
nobody's didn't do anything too hard so far. This afternoon we'll definitely step it up a little. We usually, Friday afternoons are usually a difficult practice. So something heavy in snatch and clean and jerk both, I expect. I would think that the girls, Taylor and Ariel, probably will do pretty well. I kind of expect, I'm hoping at least, that Jared steps up for the guys. I mean, Travis and James are gone, so Jared's kind of the one that I'm hoping will kind of step up and, you know, be a motivator for the guys.
So right there, I did some slow descent from the push press because my knee has been bothering me for about a week now. I'm going a little lighter on everything, and it's hard to do proper push presses with heavy weight when your knee's bothering you. So I get a little bit more work done. I'm doing the eccentric part from the top of the lift back down as slow as possible with good control, while trying to keep my elbows and hands lined up so I can get a better rack position for the jerk.
Needs upper body work.
No, women need upper body work. They need more than men do if they're going to get into this sport, because they're naturally stronger down in their hips and legs. And if they're good Olympic lifters, then they're going to start driving up weights to their shoulders and overhead that can be too difficult for their upper body to take. So you've got to reinforce them. And it doesn't mean they have to be the strongest people ever or whatever, but they've got to be strong. You know, well developed all up around the shoulder girdle, all in the core. Shoulder strength, arm strength has to be pretty good. Whereas you wouldn't want to necessarily do the same amount of work with a guy because you'd overbuild it. But the women need that to protect themselves from the weights they're going to lift.
Yeah, not necessarily to make them, it's not about making them necessarily a lot stronger, but it's to protect.
Yeah. I mean, it will, but you know, I mean, eventually, any woman that gets good at Olympic weightlifting is going to start popping up weights that are much more than she can push press, much more than she can press. You know, and you've got to be stable. You've got to have that stability in your shoulder girdle and all that other stuff to withstand that, because that puts the elbows, shoulders in danger when you get weights way up high, they're away from the center of gravity, and you've got to be able to stabilize them. And if you don't, then that's where the injuries are going to occur. And generally in Olympic lifting, with women, that's where the injuries that do happen do occur.
Rebecca would be an example.
Well, Rebecca's not the only, yeah, I mean, but all across, I mean, I've seen it for over 20 years now, and most women that get hurt will get hurt up in the elbow, up in the shoulder, something like that. Sometimes in the back, but again, above the hips. Above the hips. The back has to be reinforced, everything has to be reinforced just to take, to be able to project up. It just is the way it is.
My name is Rachael Elizabeth Davis. I'm the super heavy weight class, 75 plus, and I lift for Muscle Driver USA. Actually, it was kind of random. I got a phone call from Glenn Pendlay in the beginning of March, and he asked me if I wanted to join the team. And I thought about it, and then I was like, school, professional weightlifter, weightlifter. I love it. I love it so much. I love the coaches. I love my teammates. This is just like a dream come true. Awesome environment, awesome support. I couldn't be happier. It's changed a lot, my lifting, since coming here. Before I trained about five times a week, and now I train 9 times a week, and the sessions are pretty intense, and everything has changed. And now it's not really a hobby anymore, it's my life. Before I was in school full-time and worked and social life and maybe a little sleep. And it was just a hobby on the side, and now it's all I do, and my whole schedule, my whole regimen rotates around training and to be the best athlete I can be. For lifting here at Muscle Driver, oh man, I've got lots of goals and lots of dreams, a lot of short-term goals and long-term goals. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing like just baby steps. For the AO, I want to have a 220 total, and for nationals, I want to be able to up that just a little bit. So little by little, and I have big goals and dreams eventually, but I just try to take it a meet at a time, and a month at a time, a week at a time. So I don't know if there's anything that I would rather do, especially with so much twisted ideals of body image and what is beautiful. It's so cool to be able to be a woman and to be large, to be strong, and to feel just confident in being myself. So I think to be a role model, that I couldn't picture something more beautiful to help other people, especially teenage girls or young women who are struggling. So that'd be awesome. You guys rock. That's all I got.